Hey guys, so here's another chart on the stock CleanSpark Incorporated. It is let's open this up. So once again, CleanSpark Incorporated, ticker symbol CLS K, and we're gonna start on that weekly chart because we want to get that W, we want to get that win, right? So we always start with the weekly chart. Well, at least, if you want to win, you start with the weekly chart. So here's another great one, guys. As you can see, CleanSpark has gone on a phenomenal run here. Actually, let's see how far it's gone from peak to trough. It has gone roughly, wow, 127% in just 28 days. That's pretty impressive, I won't lie. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, so about 28, should be about 35 days, but anyways, in about 5 weeks, it's gone up 128%. Man, I wish I caught that one. Anyways, let's analyze this one a little bit closer because I think it's a little bit overdone. And I can actually, in my opinion, as I said, the charts can do whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? Like, they can go up, they can go down, they can do whatever they want to do. But this is a pretty reputable chart and it's pretty respectable. And it trades pretty good in a pretty organized fashion. Anyways, long story short, if you look, it went up this week, went up this week, went up this week, then look, it stumbled here. It had a little hiccup, or it stumbled. So, and you can tell that it stumbled because if you look, this is gonna get quite redundant. If you guys have been following me for a while now, you know that this is what we look for. It went up and then it jolted down. Okay, so it went up again and then it gapped down. If you can see that, let's do that one more time. So it was going up this week and then the week closed, right? Then the beginning of the following week, it just gapped down instantly. It just gapped down instantly. And then it actually, whatever. But anyways, this is a gap down weekly bar and it's negative, as you can see, it's red. But then what happened next is interesting. I always like to wait till price on the weekly chart closes above that tail. See that red tail? So price closed above that red tail, as you can see on this week. This bar closed above that red tail. And then what I like to do is on this week, the following weeks to come, whatever, I like to look for this thing called, I like to say, a gap down daily negative bar. So you can see it kept going up, kept going up, kept going up, kept going up. Actually, let's go back for a second. Let's look at the dates. So this week is Monday, October 6th, as you can see. So starting from Monday, October 6th, we want to be looking for a gap down daily bar. And what a gap down daily bar actually looks like is like this one. See, it goes up, gaps down, and then on the day it's negative, but it's a gap down. See, gap down, and it closed negative. So as of, let's get this all lined up. So from Monday, October 6th, because that's when it started, when we want to start looking for it, we want to look for a gap down negative day or a red day. I like to say negative because sometimes it'll be negative, but the bar still looks green. So I say gap down negative day. So anyways, long story short, as you can see, it went up, gapped up, stayed positive. Gapped up, stayed positive. Even though it's a red bar, even though it looks red, look, it's still positive 3.04. But anyways, Monday went up, it was green. Tuesday went up, it was a positive gap up day. Wednesday, positive gap up day. And Thursday is doing again, positive gap up day. So as of now, it hasn't done that trigger that we're looking for. And that trigger that we're looking for is what, guys? Guess. I said it earlier. Yes, that's right. A gap down negative day. So something like this, gap down. So as of now, CleanSpark's still in the clear. It's still good to go. It can keep going up for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, but once that gap down day comes and it doesn't touch this 8-period moving average, we're in business. Or another way is on the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, we get another red bar. Then that red bar is usually a sign that something, on the second red bar is usually when things start to get activated. So what you want to do is wait for a red bar to show up here, and then you get in at the top of that red bar. So that's another little trick, you know what I mean? If you see a big red bar, like, you know, you don't get in at the top of the red bar. You don't get in at the bottom of the red bar. Say you think it's gonna go down. You don't get in at the bottom of the red bar. Like, oh my gosh, there's a topping tail, let's get in. No, you wait till it gets to the top. That's minimum. That's bar minimum, whatever. But maybe I'll do a video on just like trading etiquette, essentially. But yeah, so CleanSpark, once again, there's a little hiccup here, and in the weeks to come, this is just part 1 of the video. There's gonna be something that happens, and it should come down to bare minimum. Like, I'm talking bare minimum is gonna come down to the top of this tail, bare minimum. But as I said, please subscribe if you found this very valuable. I'm gonna be doing tons of these videos. I'm probably gonna be dropping a video every day, actually, maybe even sometimes 2 videos. But this is just part 1 of this, and you know, if you guys want, let me know in the comments if you want me to update you guys on these trades daily, because you know I could do that. Because sometimes, you know, having a daily analysis of a video, in my opinion, can kind of be a little bit more reassuring. Let me cut that up. Is a little bit more reassuring, and could be a little bit more, yeah, just reassuring and easier, and kind of sometimes even instills confidence. So yeah, anyways, let me know what you guys think of this, and please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know how you think of my video style. As I said, a lot of people, they like to mirror screens and all that, but I feel like it just looks so robotic, and it doesn't look very intimate. Like, I like doing it like this. I feel like it's more intimate. Like, I can zoom in on this and be like, this is what I want to look at. Or I can be like, hey, we're looking at the weekly chart. Look, weekly chart. And then this is the ticker symbol, CLS K. You know, this is the ticker symbol name. CLS K is called CleanSpark. And there's the weekly chart, and it's traded on the NASDAQ, and it's active. It's active today. So I just like doing that because I feel like we can zoom in and focus on what we need to focus on. Like, I can tell you guys this is what we're looking at, and it's just a little bit more intimate. It's not so robotic, you know what I mean? I don't know what the word to say. It's not so, I want to say robotic, but I want to also say it's just more intimate. You know, it's like going to a concert at a big stadium, you know, like, yeah, it's, you know, the artist is getting tons of money, and you know, it's a big venue, but sometimes those concerts that are like in those smaller venues, it's a little more intimate, and you get to be a little more up close and personal, and even if you sit up close and personal at a stadium, the space is just so big that you kind of get lost in it, you know what I mean? Well, this is a little bit more intimate. I just feel like I really like it. But if you guys don't, let me know how you feel about it. Anyways, I've been blabbing on. I'm gonna stop now. You guys have a great day. Appreciate it. And please let me know how you feel about my trading style. Talk to you guys there. Bye.